It's a drizzly evening here in Rochester. Welcome inside Capelli Sports Stadium, where the Rochester Rhinos 5-1-5, 4-0-2 here at home, and unbeaten in their 8 straight USL matches. Take on OCB, who enters the game 4-6-4. Hello, everybody. Ari Shannock alongside Lee Godfrey. Lee, Rochester has been rolling.
Yeah, they certainly have one of the top teams right now in the USL. They're just one of 4 teams with 1 loss remaining, so they're hoping to get a win at home tonight.
And OCB has a terrific young forward from Cameroon and Albert Dikwa.
Yeah, Dikwa with 3 goals and 1 assist so far this season. The Cameroonian will be the main threat up top for Orlando City B, trying to go out on their road trip, the last game of their 3-game swing, on a winning note.
And for the Rhinos, outstanding all-around player, Wall Fall.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he leads this club out of the midfield with 3 goals, 10 appearances, 9 starts, a versatile player that can move from position to position and still really help Coach Lilly's side.
And OCB, take a look at their lineup, anchored by Edwards Jr. in goal.
Edwards Jr. with his 13th match of the season, only missed 1 game. An 18-year-old Eumeni Jules at left back tonight, Gallardo, and like we said, Albert Dikwa leading that attack.
And for the Rhinos, of course, Gomez in goal, so solid.
Yeah, and for Coach Lilly, he is going with a 4-1-4-1. There you see Wall Fall playing in that sweeper position. Canardo Forbes moving up on that left-hand side. And Darius Madison with 2 goals on the season, the lone striker up top.
Rhinos Cares Charity Night presented by Sun Common here this evening. The Rhinos unbeaten in 8 straight USL matches. Undefeated here at home. They take on OCB.
I may be down, but I'm not out. I may be hurt, but I'm not through. I'm just writing a better story than I planned.
Share your comeback story. Visit urmedicine.org.
There's another reason I'm here.
We're gonna add one last station.
Multiple concussions actually put people at risk for early dementia. It's kind of like Alzheimer's with a kind of paranoid, angry edge to it. So we've been trying to develop a blood test for concussion so we can say yes or no. You had a concussion, yes or no. Hopefully, early diagnosis equals early treatment and prevention of dementia down the line.
When I sprained my left knee, they did so much to help me at
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
With 20 locations throughout Monroe and Livingston County, pain relief is never more than minutes away. Same-day appointments available. Most insurance accepted. Call 1-888-PT-ROCHS.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Welcome to the next generation at Ralph Honda.
A beautiful new showroom, a new state-of-the-art service department, and the same great service we're famous for.
We invite you to come in and visit our new next generation dealership. Come on, treat yourself to Ralph.
Welcome back to Capelli Sports Stadium. Looks like the rain has slowed down here in a otherwise nice evening here in Rochester. The Rhinos hoping to continue their 8-match USL unbeaten run. Lee, while Orlando City B, they're hoping to break a 2-game losing streak.
Yeah, with Orlando City B playing 2 games up in Canada, losing both of those games by the same amount of goals. A 1-0 loss to TFC 2, a 1-0 loss also to the Ottawa Fury.
Well, OCB, 16 points on the season. They are coached by Anthony Poulos. Second season, he led OCB to the playoffs in its expansion season. Spent several seasons as a player coach with Orlando City MLS after a 10-year playing career in England. Also, there's Bob Lilly, of course, never missed playoffs in his pro coaching career. Won the USL title in Vancouver 2006, Rochester 2015, four-time USL Coach of the Year. Bob Lilly, he's done an outstanding job.
Yeah, he certainly has. You look at this team and where they are in the standings right now in 5th spot with plenty of games in hand. If they win their games in hand over Charleston right now, they would leapfrog to first place with 3 games in hand. That's 9 points coming into this weekend. They would have 29 points, one better than the league leading, the Eastern League leading Conference Charleston Battery.
And getting back to Coach Poulos, a 10-year playing career in England, son of longtime English Premier League side West Brom manager Tony Poulos.
Yeah, his dad has done quite well over in England, and they brought over the club to play Orlando City in friendlies, and they finished at 10th place in the English Premier League. Pretty respectable for a smaller club in England to be able to finish middle of the table when you look at the likes of the Chelseas, the Arsenals, Man Uniteds, the Liverpools, the money that they have to spend. It's not even close.
And you're looking at Joe Gallardo, just 19 years old, U.S. Youth National Team forward, beginning play for OCB. Rochester hoping to clear here. OCB with the initial possession.
You talked about that rain falling down previous to kickoff tonight. It does look like it's slowed. It's expected to linger around most of the night. It's perfect on field turf. It'll make it play more true. That ball will really skip along the surface instead of getting caught up in it. The keepers might not like it so much because of the way that ball's going to zip off the surface, but the players out in the field of play are going to love a little bit of precipitation on the pitch before kickoff.
And who does that speed favor, Lee? Which team do you think?
Well, Rochester at home, they do like to attack. When we talked to Bob Lilly yesterday about his team and what they do like to do, and it certainly is one of their, tactics going into this game is to attack. They don't want to take any chances where they're going to make mistakes and give up goals. They've been very good defensively this season, but goal scoring at times have been problems for them. But they have done very well since, they haven't lost a game since they were thrashed 4-0 to Charleston, recovered very good from that, and now see them working their way up that table. They have, they play, this is their 12th game of the season. The Rowdies have already played 16 games, and they're only a couple points back of them. So those games in hand are going to prove to be very crucial.
OCB on the attack, but Gomez will handle that easily. These two teams drew a 1-1 tie back in Orlando on June 7th. Haji Berry and Antonio Correa with the goals. OCB leads the all-time series 1-0-2. Now, Rochester, you talk about their attack. They've scored only 1 goal in each of the last 6 matches, all by a different player, though. So what a balanced scoring attack, and they're unbeaten in that stretch. And there's the cross, almost a terrific opportunity here just in the 3rd minute of play as Rochester pressuring OCB and Earl Edwards Jr. There's a good look at Earl.
Yeah, good cross through the box there, and fortunate for Orlando City that no one was making that run into the middle. But you are right, Ari. They do spread out the scoring. They don't need to rely on one. They would like to get some more goals right now, but multiple players with more than 2 goals on the team for this Rhinos side. And as long as you keep getting the points, winning your games at home and trying to steal points on the road, you're going to find yourself in the top, very top of the Eastern Conference standings.
And Coach Lilly, he loves the leadership and play of Kenardo Forbes, who has 3 assists, 18 chances created. He says he makes everyone around him better.
Yeah, he's such a versatile player, and he really is a general in the midfield and brings a lot of confidence to the rest of the team around him, makes everybody better. He said he might not be scoring the goals, but he's got such confidence on the ball and he knows where to be, the right place, the right time, and he's got that vision to help set up other players and really do well for Rochester in transition.
You're looking at number 47, Jules, just 18 years old. This is a young lineup that Coach Poulos has put on the field. Here come the Rhinos. They try to attack the middle of the field. On the attack, Turgu. Beautiful pass. Edge of the box. A header is just deflected out of the box off of Turgu. But nice attack there for the Rhinos.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Rochester. You saw Jordan Dover coming in, and that one was headed and couldn't get over top of it. And if that one would have just been left alone, Jordan Dover put his arms up. He was coming in to get that one, but he wasn't seen coming in from behind. Let's take another look at this, what I'm talking about. It's Madison with that cross, and there you see that header, but there you see Jordan Dover just coming into your screen. That would have came down perfectly for him.
Yeah, no way Turgu could see Dover darting in from behind him, though. Well, that's where communication comes into play, Ellie.
It certainly does.
The Rhinos battling against this young team that Coach Poulos has assembled for this match. You see a bunch of under 20-year-olds led by Pierre De Silva, number 98. He has 5 assists to lead OCB. Just 18 years old.
Yeah, he's really good on that left-hand side. 12 appearances, 11 starts, and it's that service that he brings along that left-hand side. Someone certainly, the big squad in Orlando City in Major League Soccer will be looking at his development very closely here with OCB.
Yeah, he's the first player in club history to climb from Development Academy to OCB to first team. He's second in the USL with 5 assists, is De Silva. And here's a free kick upcoming for DeFregger out of New Hampshire. Played at Dartmouth, won an Ivy League championship there, puts it in the box, and the shot is deflected off of Turgu and battled for and cleared by OCB. Soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. And there's one of the youngsters, Jules at 18, De Silva at 18, Gallardo at 19, Dequa at 19, Lee.
Yeah, and I think you're already starting to see the experience of the Rhinos coming through early in this game. That was another great opportunity of that free kick by DeFregger, and it did fall for Turgu in the box. I don't think he was expecting it to sit the way that it did, and he wasn't able to turn and get a shot away, but some early opportunities, just one touch away, I think, from Rochester to having really good look at goal.
Yeah, Yemeni Jules takes that away. There's Gallardo. As OCB tries to clear to no avail. Here's Wall Fall starting the attack. Ends up on the leg of Ryan James. And the reverse field. Nice little collision there with DeFregger. Perimeter is Dover darting in between 2 defenders. Gets knocked down. The Rhinos send it in. Almost a clear opportunity. Just a little bit behind that lead pass.
Yeah, difficult to see there. Darius Madison was open up top. We couldn't see the top of your screen there, whether or not the flag came up or not. He did appear to look like he thinks the flag did go up, but he thinks he was onside. He was probably a few feet offside. He was mad at himself that he couldn't hold the line.
Yeah, that's why he pulled up there. Here come the Rhinos again. Garzi. Near side, they bring it Madison, a playmaker, Darius. Leaves for Turgu, the cross, and Edwards Jr. able to seize it, but another opportunity. It's been all Rhinos early on.
Yeah, it certainly has. There is a lot of space out there for the men in green tonight. The young players and that inexperience, a very different lineup from night to night for OCB. Difficult for Anthony Poulos to get consistency, and the Rhinos taking advantage of it. Orlando City need to close down better, be better off the ball. Don't give the Rhinos this much time and space, or it could end up being a very long night.
Yeah, Gomez with that huge leg. 5 clean sheets already this year. The 2016 USL Golden Glove. Lowest goals against average at .69 last season. for Gomez. Take a look at this replay. Turgu, beautiful pass.
Yeah, he just slots it right along the ground, and unfortunately there you saw DeFrager in on the action, but no one could just get a boot on it. Very dangerous as well, trying to clear those balls. He was almost looking for Turgu a deflection and possibly even an own goal. We've seen that numerous occasions this year, just that hard-driven ball into the 6-yard box, and you never know what's going to happen.
Getting back to Gomez, who holds the Georgetown school record with 36 shutouts. We talked about him with Coach a little bit in the conference earlier this week, Lee. And Coach Lilly, he said, Gomez, despite his 5 clean sheets, he wants more out of him. He sounds like an old professional coach with his leadership, Coach Lilly.
Yeah, he knows the right times to say the right things. He doesn't want to come out and have his keeper be too overconfident. He still says he's playing well, but he thinks he could be better to get back to that form like he was at the end of last season, that there's been some ups and downs, but he said, yeah, since that Charleston game, though, he's been very consistent, and that's not just Tomas Gomez. That's the entire back line and the team working together defensively as a unit.
OCB with Jules. Keeps it in bounds. Chips it into the corner. Very nicely done. OCB trying to mount an attack with Danny Deacon there out of the University of South Carolina. 5 shots, 3 on target this season. 18 goals in 41 games with the Gamecocks. And Deacon at 23, one of the elder statesmen on this group for OCB.
Yeah, Deacon out of Sheffield, England, was with the Sheffield United Academy product, played last season with Detroit City FC, the NPSL, with 1 goal and 2 assists in 9 appearances, comes over to Orlando City B.
Garzi, beautiful execution here by Coach Lilly's troops. And Dover, in his rookie season, finds Turgu. Madison had lost his footing in the middle of the box. And Jordan Dover will inbound.
Yeah, the Canadian Jordan Dover out of Ajax, Ontario, just northeast of Toronto. He won a U18 national championship with the Ajax Strikers. So the right back and left back for Rochester tonight, both Canadians, as Ryan James, also from the greater Toronto area, just outside, and Mississauga, was a TFC Academy player. And then he made 28 appearances last year as a rookie, 1 goal and 2 assists.
And spoken by a proud Canadian to my right.
You got to give them props
Lee
where
Godfrey.
it's due. There's not too many of them out there, so it's nice that they're getting opportunities here. And also nice that in the USL and the NASL, they're not considered international players. They take up a domestic spot. And in Major League Soccer, that's a big issue with a lot of people out there, that in Major League Soccer on American teams, Canadians take up an international slot, so it doesn't give them as much opportunity. If you come through an academy program now, they don't take him as an international in Major League Soccer, but great that the USL doesn't punish teams for them being Canadian. In a North American league where you have teams in Canada and in the US, they should all have a level playing field. So that's great to see that they'll get those opportunities in the United Soccer League.
And Jordan Dover, Coach Lilly couldn't be more pleased with his production as a rookie. He calls him a great athlete, smart kid, very proactive. 26 interceptions, 39 duels won, 8 chances created by Dover, who did attend University of Wisconsin-Green Bay coming out of Canada. Wallfall, their leader, from Frankfurt, Germany. Deacon, taken away by Ryan James, who's won 50 duels this season, 33 interceptions. Another Canadian. Here comes Dover on the push. On the attack to the middle of the field. Rhinos controlling tempo. Fall. Passes on in, trying to track it down was Forbes. Led him a little bit too much.
Yeah, just a little over the top, but you really see Orlando City B bunching up defensively. There must have been a line of 7 or 8 in white at the top of the box there, and that's where you're just going to try that little over-the-top ball that Rochester tried to get to Bernardo Forbes. They are really falling back, playing a line that's very deep in their own zone defensively, and just giving Rochester so much space up there. And really, I only see right now a couple of opportunities on giveaways and on the counter attack, and no one else moving forward for Orlando City B. So a bit of a disjointed start for the club tonight. You know, fatigue starts to set in as well. They're probably wanting to get home after this 3-game road trip, but certainly I do think that Anthony Poulos will be upset with the play of their young side in 15 minutes of play. He's going to want to see a little bit more tonight out of them.
Timbo sends it in, and in the air, that will go on OCB, is sent to the turf as Joe Farrell, who has won 46 duels. He has played all 990 minutes this season, Joe Farrell. Their Iron Man, nominated for Rookie of the Year last season in the USL. It was the Rhinos Defensive Player of the Year and all USL second team.
And one of the most impressive stats is that he scored 5 goals out of the back and 11 points. He was 3rd in team scoring as a defender, so it brings a lot from the big man that can come forward and get in on set pieces.
Great play by Ryan James there, but OCB comes away with it, led by Timbo. Back the other way on the counter. And that pass unable to connect with the darting Dover. Rochester continues to dominate possession and pressure. Wall fall, leading the attack. To the perimeter, it's Turgu's got an 83% passing efficiency. And nobody there on the far side. Forbes comes into the picture. And kept in by Farrell. Now Joe with 1 goal thus far this season out of LaSalle University. Deacon trying to get something started for OCB.
Yeah, and this is where Rochester have to be careful with dominating the run of play so far. It's that one chance where OCB comes up the field and has an opportunity, and look at that, just like that. They haven't seen much inside the defensive zone of Rochester, and there was a collision there, a free kick, and lucky that one happened just outside the box, Ari. There you see it there. A big collision as Dover just stands up straight and knocks into De Silva.
Yeah, De Silva and a pigeon were sent to the turf on that takedown by Dover.
And it's a free kick and a good opportunity here for Orlando City B to get on the board here from a set piece.
Here, De Silva, very dangerous. A goal, 5 assists, which ranks him 2nd in the USL. This is actually going to be taken, it appears, by Gallardo.
Now they're both over the ball, but it does appear it's going to be the right footer of Gallardo.
So Gallardo just out of the corner of the box here in the 18th minute. OCB looks to take the lead and cleared out momentarily. De Silva. Beautiful move into the box with the left foot, the cross, and the goal. Outstanding play. 6th assist, Lee, and he found Timbo, the 27-year-old defender who turned pro at the age of 16 in Brazil.
Here's another look to Silva on that left-hand side, and he darts to the line. A beautiful cut-in move there. Slides it across, and it's Timbo wide open there, and he's able to get OCB on the board first, but it was the great move by De Silva, cutting along the end line and into the box. A perfect pass, and Timbo gets on to the end of that one. So after playing defensively most of this first half so far and really falling back, they get one free kick opportunity, are able to do something after that free kick and get on the board in their first real offensive opportunity of the game.
You called it, Lee. You said that Rochester has to be cautious here. Timbo's first goal of the season, Pierre Da Silva. Wow, is he impressive. Now we see his ability to set things up for OCB, his 6th assist of the season.
Yeah, and that'll be something that'll have Bob Lilly pulling his hair out, that you've done so well and created those chances, and then you switch off defensively for a moment because you really haven't had to defend. So mentally they need to react well. Rochester, just keep playing how they've been playing in this first half. Stick to the game plan, and if you do continue to play this way, of course, you can't allow those opportunities on the counterattack and give up fouls in bad places, because teams will take advantage of that. Keep playing the way that you're playing, and what has allowed you to go 8 unbeaten this season.
So Da Silva, 6th assist, just 18 years old. You're going to be seeing him for many years to come. There's Turgu, lifts it, and just over the head of Darius Madison, who's looking and hoping for his 3rd goal of the season.
Yeah, Turgu's got to do better there on the service along that left-hand side. That's the 2nd ball that he's floated well over top. He needs to get that driven more, a little bit low, something that Darius Madison can get on the end on. And if he doesn't, you need to have Jordan Dover making that overlapping run along that back post.
Collision there involved with Farrell. So OCB possession, free kick upcoming, up 1-0 here in the 21st minute. A startling turnaround after a free kick, and then all set up by Da Silva to Timbo, has OCB up 1-0. Rochester Rhinos visit the official online store. Rhinos Cares Charity Night here, presented by Suncommon. $5 from every ticket goes towards ensuring underprivileged children, military personnel, and first responders to ensure that they are able to attend Rhinos game. What a program set up by the charities, and many charities are here tonight at Capelli Sports Stadium. Here comes Dover. The cross headed away by Jules, Yomani Jules. And that in the air, Madison battling with Edwards Jr. And it will go against Darius.
Yes,
also,
and Charles Murphy, the referee, having a chat with Darius Madison right now, giving him a warning as you see him go in hard here as Edwards Jr. comes out to punch that one away. And giving him a warning now to make sure you win that ball.
So that 6th assist by Da Silva ties him for the league lead in the USL. Well, Rochester fans, not only is it charity night here tonight, but the next home match, which is July 8th versus the Harrisburg City Islanders, is Capelli Sport Hero Cup. That's a home-and-home series to help support Rochester and Harrisburg veteran foundations. So come on out on the 8th to help all the veterans groups and foundations.
Well, we see now a corner kick for Orlando City B. So far tonight, Rochester has been the better team, but Orlando City B has had the better chances. This is their first corner of the night. Rochester without one yet. Rochester not with a free kick and a good opportunity. So the two most dangerous opportunities in this first half are going to Orlando City B. They were able to get something out of the first one. And will they be able to get something out of this corner kick opportunity as well here in the 23rd minute?
Da Silva looking for his 2nd assist. Goes to the far post. The header twice is collected and cleared by the Rhinos. Da Silva, such an accurate foot. Here's Gallardo. Beautiful cross, the shot. Beautiful crossover move by Gallardo De Silva trying to run it down with Dover. You can see the talent of these young kids for OCB, Lee.
Oh, you certainly can, and Rochester have to be much more aware defensively. Gallardo cutting into the box there, and fortunate is Rochester that didn't take a deflection or at least hit the other OCB player that was standing there in the 6-yard box, or this could be easily 2-0 right now.
Let's take a look at this move by Gallardo.
Yeah, it's streaking into the box, and he turns. He doesn't get all of it, and there you see right there. Couldn't quite tell who that was on OCB, but very fortunate because he was left unmarked. And right now, you know, Tomas Gomez has got to be yelling at his players. You guys have to be better at the back right now. Very suspect, and it could have cost Rochester right now to be down 2-0, even though they've had the real run of play in this first half.
And OCB, since that goal, though, they have certainly seized the momentum. It seemed to really energize this young group, gave them a ton of confidence, Lee.
Yeah, after the initial, you always say you have to weather that storm from the home club, and it looks like they did that fine. They were able to defend the multiple opportunities by Rochester, and now they've found their way into this game. This one has settled down a little bit now, and you know, found its form. And you know, as you're right, as it's been going on, OCB have been able to get up that field a little bit more and start to get something going offensively.
Here's Forbes trying to get something started for the Rhinos. Mike Garzy, the 8-match unbeaten run on the line here tonight for Rochester. The crowd limited a little bit by rain in the area. It was raining in pregame, but the USL has averaged more than 6,000 fans per game last week for the first time in league history. They have 18 sellout crowds for the season here in the USL to see this terrific brand of soccer. And that ball way up in the air. Players had to wait and wait for that to come down. Well, pushing from behind, no whistle. Nice touch pass to Fall from Forbes. And there's a whistle sent to the turf with Wall Fall as he got mixed up with Gallardo.
Yeah, that's why that pass out to that left-hand flank was just a little bit too far forward. Fall being taken down from behind, and so the free kick given. And once again, I don't think even 10 yards was given there, so the referee, Charles Murphy, has backed it up again.
Fall finds Ryan Felix, a 6'4" player out of Loyola Marymount, USL Team of the Week last week. After scoring his first career goal, it was a game winner versus Ottawa. Forbes is smooth and sent that, just got underneath it a little bit. Fans, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts. Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sirius XM FC, Channel 85. Also, don't forget, Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. Earl Edwards Jr. tied for second in the USL with 36 saves. He has 3 shutouts this season. And a member of the USL Team of the Week in Week 5. Here's Forbes. So crafty, so composed out there, Lee.
Well, he'll run, everything runs through him, and they know it, and he's just waiting now to see where some space can open up. And this is the part where Rochester been good in dominating possession. They just need to be able to break through that final line of OCB, and that one just a little bit too far forward. And Orlando City B seems, complacent in being able to sit back and you know what, say, bring what you have at us, we'll defend it, and then we'll go for something on the counterattack, and they've been successful with that so far tonight.
Wall Fall, you saw the length of Fall, 6'3", has helped him to win 23 tackles, 76 draws. this season. 23 interceptions. He does it all. 3 goals and an assist. Here's Fall. Precarious pass through the defense, intercepted and dragged down from behind, and the whistle does come in as DeFregger got all jersey on De Silva.
Yeah, and that's just a foul that he doesn't have to make there because he's in the book now. I don't think there was too much danger. Yes, OCB was on the counterattack, but I think that the men in green had men in numbers in behind to defend, and that's just a lazy foul and an obvious yellow card for DeFregger right here, once and twice, and finally De Silva goes down and DeFregger goes in the book.
Danny Deacon chips it in out of the air, cleared. Wall, beautiful touch pass, and just unable to keep it in bounds. The Rhinos there. In the 30th minute, OCB trying to snap their 2-game skid.
Yeah, and OCB going into the night in 11th spot in the East, so they could quickly jump back up into that top 8 in a playoff position if they can get a result in Rochester tonight.
Ryan Felix to the other Ryan James. And Farrell, the anchor of the defense. Beautiful lead pass to the perimeter. Here comes Dover. Dover surveying. Nice move to the perimeter by DeFregger, but was denied.
But the Rhinos are in their first corner kick of the match. We'll see how OCB will be able to defend this one. I've been happier with the way that Orlando City B seems to be playing. They were playing a higher line, pushing more bodies forward, and it was that nice pass up that left-hand flank to earn this corner kick.
DeFregger, the corner, puts it high in the air. Running under it to keep it in bounds on the far side is Forbes, working with James. The cross goes directly to Edwards Jr. off the left foot of Ryan James. We did have the opportunity to see some of the fan groups here at Capelli Sports Stadium. A couple of the best, Oak Street Brigade and Flower City Stampede, battling the drizzle throughout the evening.
Now Rochester will be disappointed, and Bob Lilly will be disappointed in that corner kick opportunity by the Rhinos. Just floated well over top of everyone, and then when James got it at the end, he just, whiffed it in right on Earl Edwards Jr. No problem there for him.
Timbo wrestling with DeFregger. Fall, nice move to his right, reverses, gets a shot off, but blocked at the defense. Wall Fall demonstrating some of his highlight film skills.
A great turn there, and it shows that he's got a left foot as well. And unfortunately, his own player blocked that shot. I believe it was Darius Madison standing there, and he just got in the way of it.
Yeah, look at that move by Fall. It finds Turgu. There's a sliding tackle. Chipped into the side of the box. Garzi headed away. Beautiful play by Seb Hines. Week 8 Team of the Week USL player out of England.
And he made 23 MLS appearances for Orlando City in 2015. Scored a goal, but it was his defensive play there that might have saved a goal. A good ball into the box, driven in with power, and there was a man in green right behind Seb Hines waiting to punch that one in. So good play there.
Yeah, nice play by Dikwa. But turned back by the Rhinos. Dover the cross. Again, a sliding play. Very nicely done. This time it was Connor Donovan, a 21-year-old defender, another youngster, 6'2", 175, part of the U.S. under-17 and under-20 teams.
Now you could see there how much Jordan Dover, though, gets forward on that left flank and gets involved offensively. It was him again that got forward, and that ball, yes, it was blocked out, but it was Rochester on the offense as a defender getting involved in the play as Albert Dequa is down just on top of the 6-yard box.
And Dequa able to get to his feet. The USL is one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring some of the game's top talent and rising stars. Stay up to date with all the latest league news and information by visiting www. Here's the corner by Forbes, sent in the air and out of bounds. Nicely defended by OCB. But a beautiful corner sent in by Canaro Forbes.
Yeah, and this time Rochester getting on the end of that one, but just running out of time and space. Not able to get up and over top of this ball. Watch this one come down. And it did look like it was Wallfall getting involved in that play, but he's hit it with the top of his head, unable to get over top of that one and drive it down into Earl Edwards and make it difficult for him.
To stay up to date with all the latest league news and information, visit www.uslsoccer.com. Adams on the just couldn't get a full piece of that one on the strike with the left foot in between defenders. Precariously as Edwards tried to clear. The Rhinos countered quickly.
Yeah, giveaway there, and Darius Madison gets on the end of it, and fortunate for OCB that that one wasn't on goal. It looked like it got caught up a little bit in the feet of Darius Madison.
Again, you can visit www.uslsoccer.com and follow them on Twitter at USL. So Madison barking at the officials again. The former Cavalier won a championship, College Cup National Championship at the University of Virginia, made the College Cup All-Tournament team. Has been a solid player here in Rochester.
Yeah, you can see Rochester getting a little annoyed there that there was no ball on the field, and finally when one came, two came, which delayed it a little bit longer, but here we go in the 36th minute of play is Rochester eager to try to equalize here. They've had their opportunities, just not that clinical in the area to be able to finish on those chances they've had, and on the chance that Orlando City B, they're really one of two chances they've had. They've put that in the back of the goal.
And Wallfall trying to elude a couple of defenders. OCB, not many offensive opportunities tonight, but they have made them count, including the lone goal here this evening by that man right there, Timbo, set up by Da Silva. And this is Paul Klaus, the Brit who attended Clemson. And the cross booted away and out of bounds by Farrell.
Yeah, and that had to be there. That was a nice step up there and move by Eumeni Jules, and sent that one into the box and cleared away. And yet again, Orlando City B with another corner kick opportunity here, looking to extend that lead.
And they go again with Gallardo, the 19-year-old U.S. Youth National Team forward. Or will it be Pierre Da Silva, who moved into a tie for first in the league with his 6th assist tonight? Here's another one put to the far post, and this time grabbed by Tomas Gomez. Look for a quick release as he finds Fall. Gomez taking no chances there, Lee. He got up there in the air to seize a hold of that one.
Yeah, it looked like Da Silva, I don't know if he was looking for any players there, if he was just trying to bend that one in and find the back side netting on his own and actually go for a goal on the corner kick with his left foot in-swinger.
He has 1 goal this season to go along with now 6 assists. A collision there, and then the late whistle comes. Garzi And Seb Hines. Seb sent to the turf, 6'2", 170-pounder. Terrific athlete out of England.
Looks like he may have had the wind knocked out of him, but certainly a big size difference there on the challenge, and it looked like Seb Hines just went in very hard and ended up getting the worst of it. I almost thought that it could have been a 50-50 ball and the referee could have allowed play to continue, and that doesn't tickle when you hit the ground that hard on that field turf. It still does. If you get it the wrong way, it still really does burn a little bit, like old AstroTurf it did on baseball and NFL fields, and even in the old days of the original North American Soccer League playing on that flat carpet.
Yeah, he was sent to the turf by Mike Garza. You talked about a size disadvantage. Garza 5'7", 140, and that just can't connect with DeFregger as Forbes tried to set up Stefan, the former Ivy Leaguer. But Mike Garza, he is a tough customer in his fourth season with the Rhinos. Over 2,100 minutes played last season. He's created 10 chances this season with a couple of goals and an assist. Edwards Jr. in the air. Garza, he took a hit that time, trying to break out of the pack, but a whistle and stopping the action. Darius Madison was hoping for a breakaway.
Yeah, and Darius Madison on that ball headed forward to him, just anticipated that a little bit too fast, and the offside flag comes up.
Oak Street Brigade, Flower City Stampede trying to get the crowd fired up here. It was a quick start for Rochester, but they were unable to knock one into the back of the net. And then OCB, on their first opportunity, took the lead earlier in the half. The goal by Timbo, set up by De Silva. Ryan James back to DeFregger. DeFregger tried to chip it into the corner back to James. This man has been tough here on the right side. Yomani Jules, just 18 years old. Ian De Silva, a couple 18-year-old stars. Forbes. Ooh.
Well, he had the right idea there. They were just trying to go for the quick 1-2, put it into the top of the box and give it right back to him, but the two of the 1-2 was a little bit too far forward for any Rochester player to catch up to. The right idea for the Rhinos here in the first half. They've had a lot of right ideas in this first half, but it just hasn't been enough quality in that last touch of the ball or on that final third to really test Earl Edwards here.
Yeah, again, Edwards, 38 saves coming into the action, second in the USL. 72% save percentage. And 1.25 goals against average. 3 shutouts for Edwards Jr. Fall and Forbes, they rely heavily on these two players. Giving away, Dikwa sends it to the center of the field. Here comes OCB. That will curl in, run down by Dikwa. His pass deflected by Farrell, and a shot hit the crossbar and nearly went in, Lee.
That is unbelievable. What a strike there, and you can see Tomas Gomez beside himself, upset with the defending. Some really bad defending there, and OCB almost takes advantage of it. One heck of a strike, and that goes off the crossbar. And very lucky this is not 2-0, and they win the corner kick. So towards the end of this first half, Orlando City B with more great scoring chances.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. As ricochets almost went in. Dikwa, what a shot. And so fortunate is Rochester on that one.
Yeah, it just, if that's anything more underneath the bar, that goes in. It definitely bounces in, goes off that back post or side netting. So just grazes enough of that to stay out.
Farrell, so strong in the air with his size.
Now they needed that good clearance because the defending has been a suspect on what really hasn't been a heck of a lot of Orlando City B pressure, but when they have had it, they have made the most of their opportunities so far, and they've been able to do with their little opportunities in this first half what Rochester has not been able to do, and that's been get something on goal to be able to test the keeper. And so far they've had 2 balls past Gomez. Fortunately for Rochester, one of those got past him but hit the woodwork.
Now, Rochester, they seemed so stunned after that first goal. They had dominated play, Lee, and since then, you feel like OCB has gained so much confidence, and the Rhinos don't look quite as comfortable out there. Another opportunity here with the left foot is wide of the netting. That one sent in by Gallardo.
Yeah, Rochester on the defensive end giving Orlando City way too much space, and you saw a perfect example of it there as you see, look at all that space for Joe Gallardo to be able to put his head up and see that he's got room, he's got space to try to get one at target, and unfortunately for him, he gets a little bit underneath that, and it goes just wide near post. And Tomas Gomez saw it coming. He was well positioned, though, to be there for the save.
So no stoppage time, so only about 15 seconds remain here in the first stanza. Let's see if a team can get an attack. Here comes Forbes with 9 seconds. Canardo tripped up, so they will stop a free kick, but Canardo, Forbes on the attack.
Yeah, and we say no extra time added on here, but because of that foul, the referee is going to allow this to happen, so this will probably be the last play of this first half. I would almost take the gamble and wouldn't mind seeing Tomas Gomez come up, the goalkeeper for Rochester, and get involved in this play, get another man into the box. We see Timbo getting the yellow card for the action going along, is scrumming along the top of the 18-yard box there. Why not get another body up there, because more than likely the whistle is going to blow if Rochester cannot get this one in the back of the net.
Yeah, Timbo's a big dude, 6'3", 185, has a goal here tonight. OCB, they're still wrestling. They have the second most yellow cards in the USL. OCB does. Canardo Forbes, so savvy. Let's see what he decides to do. 2 goals, 3 assists on the season. Yeah, we are ready as the whistle blows. Forbes chips it in, headed out towards the side of the box and cleared, and this should end the first half. We also have a player down. Let's hope everybody's okay as a collision in the air. Farrell checking his forehead, and an OCB player down, as both will be attended to immediately by the training crew.
Yeah, it's the end of the first half, so the referee's blown the whistle and motioned right away for the coaching staff to get out there and have a look. It looks like it's Dequa down for OCB and Farrell for the Rhinos, but Farrell seems to be up and on his feet, and it looks like Albert Dequa is sitting up in a position now, but certainly an interesting half of play. A little bit of action on both sides of this one, and Orlando City B coming away with the big goal after a free kick to lead this one.
Yeah, both players on their feet. Good to see. Dequa's been down a couple of times, a 19-year-old from Cameroon, and Joe Farrell. It's tough to get him out of a game. He's played all 990 minutes this season, so I'm sure Joe will be okay as Rochester will try to regroup at the half. It looks like they're going to.
I thought it was the end of the half. I thought he blew the whistle 3 times, but he's just going to have a drop ball here instead, and more than likely just blow the whistle right away and end this first half of play.
And that will end the first half. OCB with the lone goal. Timbo turned pro at the age of 16. The Brazilian, his first goal of the season. There he is. Also picked up a yellow card late in the first half, assisted by Pierre Da Silva, his 6th. of the season. It puts him tied for first in the league with those 6 assists. We'll see if the Rhinos can keep their unbeaten streak alive. They trail it 1-0 at the half.
This is my comeback. It's not the story I had planned. But what's a game without opponents? What's an obstacle course without obstacles? What's life if you don't have stuff to overcome? Comebacks make you stronger. They make you tougher. They leave you with cool scars and awesome stories. Your injuries make you. Your setbacks define you. A broken bone is stronger than ever once it mends. So I may be down, but I'm not out. I may be hurt, but I'm not through. I'm just writing a better story than I planned. Share your comeback story. Visit urmedicine.org.
Hey you, yes you. Do you have trouble sitting in that chair? Are you uncomfortable when you sleep?
When was the last time you truly relaxed?
At Integrated Massage Therapy, we have over 40 years experience.
We offer deep tissue, relaxation, and hot stone.
We can reduce your stress, pain, headaches, and increase your flexibility.
We have 2 convenient locations in Hilton and Irondequoit.
We work with fibromyalgia, post-surgical, athletes, everyone from young and old. Please see our website below.
We are your official massage therapists of the Rochester Rhinos.
Go Rhinos!
Welcome to the next generation at Ralph Honda.
A beautiful new showroom, a new state-of-the-art service department, and the same great service we're famous for.
We invite you to come in and visit our new next generation dealership. Come on, treat yourself to Ralph.
I may be down, but I'm not out. I may be hurt, but I'm not through. I'm just writing a better story than I planned.
Share your comeback story. Visit urmedicine.org.
Here we are back at Capelli Sports Stadium, 1-0 OCB. The fans a little surprised at that score because Rochester came out so quickly here tonight. And we'll take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. It was all Rochester early.
Yeah, it was. A lot of movement and spreading out wide, balls into the box, but the one thing that they were not able to do, Ari, is really test Earl Edwards Jr. Good balls in, but you see defended well. That one drops for Turgu, but he's not able to do anything with it, and Jules doing a good job defending. Again, it was coming in waves for Rochester. Once they got inside this 18-yard box, they lacked that finish. That one right there was probably the best chance, and no one was able to get on to that ball sent in by Ryan James. And again, Earl Edwards Jr. They get it, but here is the free kick, and it is De Silva. Look at this run. Oh, what a beautiful move. The nutmeg there, and then the cross into the box, and it's Timbo to be able to just direct that one into the goal, but just a fantastic build-up there by De Silva. Gets it through the legs and makes the cross along the ground, and an easy tap-in for Timbo. And you can see the frustration there on the face of Tomas Gomez. And right here, this is just a fantastic move. Right there. Wasn't quite the nutmeg. He cut in and around, but still a beautiful move nonetheless to be able to find the open man. Some poor defending by Rochester. Beautiful finish there, and they kept coming with an opportunity again of a corner kick that they had. There's the yellow card shown against DeFrager earlier on in that first half, but they hit the crossbar as well. Corner kick opportunities just weren't really taken advantage of by the Rochester Rhinos in that first half of play. And here's a look at that one of the crossbar as it drops for Albert Dequa, and just the crossbar keeps that from being a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, so shots even there, Lee. You see the OCB with the shots on target. It was a goal.
Yeah, and possession, like we said, that's the big difference right now. But OCB will be happy to sit back, defend, and get their chances when they come in this one.
So Rochester having a good time here at halftime at Capelli Sports Stadium. They do a terrific job reaching out to all the youth groups. A little soccer game in a bubble. As a 1-0 OCB at the half. Rochester trying to keep that unbeaten run alive.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars. Innovative technology and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
And good look at the Kodak building here in Rochester. And inside Capelli Sports Stadium is 1-0. And what a home field advantage. Even the wildlife is out here to help the Rhinos.
There's another reason I'm here.
We're gonna add one last station.
multiple concussions actually put people at risk for early dementia. It's kind of like Alzheimer's with a kind of paranoid, angry edge to it. So we've been trying to develop a blood test for concussion so we can say yes or no. You had a concussion, yes or no. Hopefully, early diagnosis equals early treatment and prevention of dementia down the line.
Hey you, yes you. Do you have trouble sitting in that chair?
Are you uncomfortable when you sleep?
When was the last time you truly relaxed?
At Integrated Massage Therapy, we have over 40 years experience.
We offer deep tissue, relaxation, and hot stone.
We can reduce your stress, pain, headaches, and increase your flexibility.
We have 2 convenient locations in Hilton and Irondequoit.
We work with fibromyalgia, post-surgical, athletes, everyone from young and old. Please see our website below.
We are your official massage therapists of the Rochester Rhinos.
Go Rhinos!
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through. And focus.
Welcome back, everybody. The rain appears to have ceased, and Rochester will be coming out in the second half, hoping to tie this one up and keep their 8-match USL unbeaten streak alive. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule for OCB. They finally return home, Lee, after this 3-game road trip.
Yeah, and FC Cincinnati is right in that same area as them in the table, struggling, not doing as well as they thought they would, so there's a big opportunity for OCB possibly to get some points. Pittsburgh Riverhounds, they're coming off a big win over the Tampa Bay Rowdies on Thursday night, and then OCB does host their big-time rivals in the Tampa Bay Rowdies on July the 13th, and then the top of the table, Charleston Battery. So it is a challenging schedule ahead for Orlando City B.
Yep, but for the next 5 at home, good opportunity for OCB, and I will take a look at the Rhinos' upcoming schedule as they travel down to Charlotte in the next game, the new stadium there for the Independents.
Yeah, and you know, that's an opportunity in Charlotte, of course, to be able to pick up some points. Precky's St. Louis FC has done well. They're a tough team to play against. Harrisburg City Islanders, that's at home. You would like to take the Rochester Rhinos in that one, and then they go up to Ottawa, the Canadians, the capital Canada, to play Ottawa Fury, and then Pittsburgh Riverhounds at the end of the month.
And that July 8th matchup is the Capelli Sport Hero Cup match with Harrisburg. Here's a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Everybody chasing Charleston.
Yeah, they are, but Rochester Rhinos, when they've got 5 games in hand with the Tampa Bay Rowdies, so that could change so much when you have 5 times, 3, that's 15 points in the balance. That would shoot the Rochester Rhinos, if you win those games, to 35 points. So when those games in hand start to come through, Bethlehem Steel playing really well right now, as well as they've got a big unbeaten streak as well. There you see Orlando City B in 11th.
And the Western Conference.
Yeah, how about the Monarchs on 36 points? Unbelievable there. And Phoenix Rising looking to rise a little bit up that table with the addition of Didier Drogba, who has 3 goals in 2 games for Phoenix Rising FC.
And San Antonio remains unbeaten. A very strong Western Conference in the USL as the team's back on the pitch and getting ready for half number 2. OCB trying to break a 2-game losing skid, while the Rhinos trying to keep that unbeaten run alive. 8 matches, also that home streak here at Capelli Sports Stadium, Lee. They're unbeaten 4-0-2 on the season.
Yeah, and I think if you're Bob Lilly at the half talking to his club, you just need to have more of the same, but there has to be a little bit more quality in that final third to be able to finish on those opportunities that you generated, because you did dominate OCB through the midfield and in transition, in possession and passing. They really used the width of the field, some good overlapping runs where it was really, of a free kick for Orlando City B. Gallardo had a good opportunity at the top of the box as well, and a corner kick that eventually developed into that one going off the crossbar by Albert Dequa. So, you put those three little plays in a package, and that is the difference at Orlando City B. When they had their opportunities, they were more quality and finished on them and were much more threatening in that final third, despite not having that possession or shot. So Orlando City B, I go with the same thing, continue more, and hope to be able to be as good defensively as you were in that first half and not give up anything inside that 18-yard box.
Well, we talked about the youth of OCB up front, but two defenders kind of overlooked. Timbo with the goal, he's 27. He, along with Seb Hines, who's 29. Those two experienced in the back for Coach Poulos have come up big here tonight.
Yeah, Timbo last year played with the Ottawa Fury, 19 appearances for that side, and with the Austin Aztecs before that, and trying to get another opportunity here and some minutes with OCB.
DeFregger, a great effort to try to keep that pass from Fall inbounds. Send it back in play for the Rhinos. Start of the second half. Earl Edwards Jr. OCB hoping for this road victory. It'd be a big win in Rochester if they can hang on to this lead. Just the start of the second half. So what do you think Coach Lilly also said to his team during the break, Lee?
Well, I think beyond what I already discussed is that just to stay doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. I think you have to go out with the same game plan. I don't think they did anything wrong. They were on the wrong end of the scoreboard, certainly, in that first half. But like I said, go out with that game plan, and you got to keep playing the way that you are and have confidence that you have been that successful at home here, and with the confidence that you get during an 8-game unbeaten streak, and know how you can play, that there's still a lot of time left in this game. I think that's the big thing that you got to put through here, is that the scoreboard might not necessarily reflect the game in that first half, and that's how away teams go into it a lot. Sit back, wait for something on the counterattack and grind out a result. And that's not uncommon that you're going to lose that possession game as the away team. So, that's where Rochester have to finish on their chances.
Yeah, Rochester had a big advantage in possession, over 61% for the Rhinos in the first half, as Dover was caught from behind. Rhinos possession with Wall Fall. Soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Now we have an injured player being attended to. It looks like Gallardo.
Well, and if you're Tony Poulos, I think that you have to be pretty happy with that first half. I think the start was slow for Orlando City B, but they did come along in that, and when they had their chances, they did their best with it. And
so that will be all for Gallardo, as he will be helped to the bench, and looks like his replacement will be Ben Polk, the 24-year-old forward from England and Syracuse University. Gallardo, very impressive, the 19-year-old.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You don't want to see him leaving that game. You want to get him minutes and continue to play. And an injury like that, and that could be a field turf injury. You get your feet stuck in this stuff, you get your cleats stuck, and there's just no give on a field turf pitch. There's many more off-the-ball injuries on this type of surface than there is on natural grass, and that's where you get a lot of groin pulls, you get a lot of hamstring issues, ACL, MCL playing on this sort of surface.
Farrell, there's Wall Fall. This Boot won't connect with an offensive player, but they get it back. Garzi, Dover chips it in front of the net, actually over the goal. The wrong side, got away from Jordan just a little bit.
Yeah, not a good cross by Dover whatsoever, and I wouldn't mind right now seeing Canardo Forbes maybe drop back a little bit more. It was a game earlier in the year that Wall Fall was suspended, and so it was Canardo Forbes that took up that sweeper position, and he did a fantastic job. The interplay between him and Darius Madison was really good, and, you know, Forbes ended up, I believe, getting a goal in that game moving forward because he can do that, but maybe drop back a little more, help out, and build from the back. But there's a lot of space along the flanks right now for Rochester.
Oh, great play by James. And the cross denied by Timbo. Ryan James, terrific effort to keep that in and get it to a teammate.
And the flag goes up there as it looked like Ryan James was caught up the pitch a little bit too much there on the pass from Fall.
In the 51st minute, Rochester has come out energized here at the start of the second half. A lot of intensity. They don't want to give up their home field advantage where they are undefeated on the season. 4-0-2. At midfield, OCB looking for Dikwa, who nearly had goal number 2 for OCB. Ricocheted off the crossbar, and fortunately for the Rhinos, stayed out of the net.
Now, this appears really to be the plan for OCB, is to keep the Rochester Rhinos out wide and let them move the ball from left to right, but make sure you don't allow anything dangerous in the box.
Wall Fall couldn't get there in time. Timbo was there. Dover. And here's Forbes. Good things begin with Canardo. And here they come. Garzi. That ball lifted high in the air. Garzi gets it back to Forbes. Forbes amongst 3 defenders. No worry for Canardo. DeFregger looks back to Forbes, and that one sent out of bounds by Timbo.
Yeah, great work there by Canardo Forbes. Great movement with the ball. 1v1 attacking players, and in the end, earning the corner kick here for the Rhinos.
85% passing accuracy for Canardo. 18 chances created. And here comes the corner. To the far side, headed right to Edwards Jr.
That was Wall Fall with that, getting on the end of that corner kick by Canardo Forbes, but unfortunately, as this one sent in, Wall Fall really is just standing still, and so he's not able to get any power behind that header. If he was 2 steps or 3 steps behind that and could have came into that ball and really drove it in, it would have been a little bit more difficult for Earl Edwards.
So Edwards, who came in tied for second in the USL with 38 saves, makes a pretty routine one there. Here's a good look at Thompson. Scott Thompson played at the University of Virginia, part of the 2014 College Cup championship team there at UVA. Against the double team, Forbes with the pick. Trying to send it to the far perimeter, but there's Wall Fall. It's so smooth, Fall is. Moves effortlessly. Looks like the kind of athlete that would be good at any sport, Lee.
And he probably was, and probably is, just decided to go this route instead, and probably made the right choice.
Forbes on the center of the field, DeFregger to his left. Fall And the cross deflected. DeFregger shoots. And getting that ricocheted off of OCB defender. Couple of defenders down on the turf here.
Yeah, and it's a corner kick, but you saw on that initial cross right here looking for handball as that does go off the arm of Yumeni Jules before it's cleared up and out, but you could see that Jules had his arms at his side. He actually had his hands clasped behind his back, so that is ball to hand, not hand to ball, and that is why that is not called a penalty kick, because his arms were tucked in and they were not in a position to stop a goal-scoring opportunity.
Forbes from the corner. And not a real threat in the area there for the Rhinos. They will retain possession, and Dover will throw it in. Garzi looking to get open. Receives the pass. High point. Ryan Felix moves it to the far side. Beautiful move here by Forbes. Couldn't find a teammate. And they try to get it back to Canardo. Out of bounds to the Rhinos. OCB has been tough defensively lately.
Yeah, they have. And, you know, it's got to be a little bit frustrating right now for the Rochester Rhinos. They can't let that bother them too much because they're doing good things from the half to the top of the 18-yard box, just not being able to break through. They seem to be just that one pass or one shot away from getting the equalizer.
Gomez well out of the goalie area to deny that attempt. Yumeni Jules, one of the impressive youngsters for Coach Poulis. Joe Farrell with a head of steam down the middle of the field. Jordan Dover. And here's Fall as the Rhinos set up their attack. James. Turgu, here's Forbes. The striking off the backside of the defender, Scott Thompson. As Forbes really laid into that one. Unfortunately for Canardo and Rochester, it hit off the tail of Thompson.
Yeah, Forbes maybe just waiting a touch too long to take that shot. It gave Orlando City B enough time to be able to close that gap down, and that's why that one was deflected off. But still, another good scoring opportunity here off the corner. Can Rochester take advantage? They take it short this time.
Fall gets one away. Again, blocked at the defense by, this time by Timbo. It'll be OCB possession up 1-0. The USL is one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring some of the game's top talent and rising stars. Stay up to date with the latest league news and information by visiting www.uslsoccer.com and follow them on Twitter @USL. Farrell heads it back to Tomas Gomez, the Mexican goalkeeper. School record at Georgetown, 36 shutouts. They played 2015 with the San Jose Earthquakes.
Yeah, originally selected by the Columbus Crew in that 2015 MLS Super Draft, and never stayed with Columbus, going to San Jose instead.
The Rhinos crowd getting into it, led by the Oak Street Brigade and Flower City Stampede. Nice crowd on hand. Braving the early rain. Drizzle kind of on and off. Most of the umbrellas are put away right now here at Capelli Sports Stadium, where the Rhinos are unbeaten this season, 4-0-2. Will it come to an end against OCB? Would be a bit of a surprise with Orlando City dropping 2 straight here, and this is the 3rd game, the tail end of their road trip.
Well, Mike Garzi and Albert Dequa with a bit of a collision there, and referee's just warning Charles Murphy right now, just warning Dequa, and he had the elbows up, and that will be it next time. That will be a yellow card. I'm surprised he didn't get the yellow card at this point in the match. Normally the talking to and the warnings are over. That you normally see that card come out immediately.
Did you like this brand of officiating here? A good warning time. A nice, beautiful pass to Dover. The cross broken up again. Timbo is there. Darius Madison upset. He was hoping to receive that ball and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, Mike Garzi was right there, too, at the top of the 6-yard box, and you saw him just have that hesitation. He thought that one was going to get to him.
Forbes always in the right speed as he changes speed so well. DeFregger on the attack. Gets it back to Canardo. Far side, Turgu. Touch pass, tried to get it to Darius Madison, and it's cleared out into the crowd.
Oh, well, you know, they're getting those chances. They're getting the possession at the top of the box, and sooner or later someone has got to try to get a clear-cut shot on goal. I think Rochester is trying to just string too many passes together. Orlando City B has got 4 across the back. They're standing tall and able to deal with it.
Well, looks like Darius Madison will depart for Coach Bob Lilly, and sprinting into the game is number 12, Johann Graf, out of Double Oak, Texas, and Bradley University. Played 3 seasons in Sweden. Johann with 2 goals this season, so they're hoping Graf will provide some magic and tie this game for the Rhinos. Another substitute for Coach Lilly into the game is Jalen Brown as he checks in for DeFregger. Jalen Brown out of Indianapolis and Xavier University, 2nd round pick out of the Super Draft in this season, 2017. So Jalen with an assist, couple chances created. Here's Graf, lead pass, running in from the left, and the cross is hit too hard into the corner here, kept in. Wrestling match, Jordan Dover. But OCB nearly able to clear it, but unable to. Here comes Turgu.
Too much footwork and just keeping it too long. They've got to be faster on that. They've got men in position. You saw Graf putting his arm up earlier, asking for that cross when he was in movement so we could get something on that. You're getting a ball back. You did a great job of winning possession back over Orlando City B, and then just sloppiness at the top of the box. Those decisions have to be made faster by Rochester Rhinos and to get the ball into those dangerous positions because they're waiting too long. Orlando City B is closing them down, doing a good job of defending, but the opportunities are there right now. Rochester stepped too slow.
And Dequa, that shot sails well over the goal.
I was just going to say before that, when the double substitution came in, that's it. Bob Lilly said, you know what, we've got to go for this one to try to get back into the game, make the double substitution. Madison, not very many touches tonight, so bringing in Graf and bringing in Brown to try to make a difference up front.
Yeah, Jalen Brown, there he is, very quick feet. Farrell being harassed. Fall nearly lost it to the dangerous De Silva.
Yeah, that's lackadaisical play there. You can't be making plays like that in your own zone like that and nobody back for you.
Turgu, that will float right into the hands of Earl Edwards Jr., so an easy handle for the veteran goalkeeper.
Yeah, so Turgu's come over now to the right-hand side of your pitch, and Jaylen Brown has gone over to that left-hand side after that substitution was made.
Farrell heads it back in the direction of Gomez.
Looks like the rain has started to fall once again here tonight in Rochester. That'll make conditions a little bit slick, and that's why I think even more you need to get shots on goal in these wet and rainy conditions.
Turgu leading the attack down the center. I think he thought Graff was going to cut to the right, and Graff went up the middle and to the left, veered to the left.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what he thought was going to happen. He thought that that diagonal run was going to be made by Graff, and that's where he placed the ball. And for some reason, Graff turned his back to the ball and went to the left instead and stopped that attack by Rochester from developing any further.
Well, it's a good bet that Rochester will score a goal. They've scored 1 goal in each of the last 6 matches, and all by a different player. And they've been unbeaten in that stretch. So if you rely on that statistically, they'll probably tie this one up.
Or you said it too early, and it's the old broadcaster jinx. That could be it as well.
Yeah, the Rhino fans are going to line up behind you on that one, Lee, and I apologize. Edwards will begin this. Fans, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sirius XM FC, Channel 85. Also, don't forget, Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. As they look at Timbo, they're trying to stretch a cramp out. See, they got all these young kids. It's the old guys who are cramping here later in the game. Timbo at 27 will head out of the game as substitute will check in for OCB and Coach Poulos.
Yeah, I think it's Jordan Schweitzer that's going to come into the match for Timbo, and I like Jordan Schweitzer. He's another one of those up-and-coming products, and I saw him in Bradenton, Florida this spring in preseason. He got a lot of minutes at the IMG Academy, and he is a dynamic midfielder that really can play box to box. He's got some speed, he's good with the ball at his feet, and he's got a good shot too. So he can be someone else that can add to this lead for Orlando, but I like him as a player coming in at this point in the game.
So Schweitzer in, 23 years old, 6 foot, 165 pounds, out of the University of Denver. The battle at midfield. Wall fall. Pokes it ahead to Forbes, who collides at midfield with Schweitzer.
I'm not sure if that were, I think the foul is going back further. It was before that pass because it looked like Schweitzer kind of gave up on it.
Rochester has never beaten OCB. 1-0-2 all time in favor of Orlando City B.
And the wall fall called on the foul there on De Silva. And the free kick opportunity here from a long ways out, but each time this happens, it's just tick-tock as minutes and seconds go off the clock, and everyone that does, it favors Orlando City B, looking to earn a full 3 points on the road.
It is Rhinos Cares Night, $5 of each, $15 premium ticket goes to support Rhinos Cares. And a big list of charities also helps underprivileged kids get to Rhinos games, along with military personnel and first responders. Opportunity here, Forbes to Graff. Johan Graff, terrific competitor, sent that in and denied as that one dove down. Very nicely done by Johan Graff.
Smart move there with the quick throw-in as they were already catching Orlando City B with players trying to track back, and that quick throw-in and a quick cross into the box by Graf had to be dealt with by OCB defense.
A nice play by Pierre De Silva, who doesn't play like an 18-year-old. He is very composed and reliable force for OCB. Now with 6 assists on the season. Are we looking at a future star there in De Silva, Lee? What do you think?
Oh, they're certainly keeping an eye on him, the big club, and giving him lots of minutes right now. 12 appearances, 11 starts out there, so he certainly is one of the players that they want to see out there and competing every day for OCB. And when his opportunity comes, maybe for him, he's hoping it's sooner than later with the MLS franchise, that he'll make the most of that opportunity.
Now, just 18 years old, and did become the first player in club history to climb from Development Academy to OCB to first team. And here's your man, Schweitzer. Jalen Brown with his quick feet, hoping to ignite an attack for the Rhinos, as Brown had checked in here in the second half for Coach Lilly. And now in the 71st minute, the Rhinos moving it forward. Here's Brown. Jalen Brown. Forbes directing traffic, comes to Dover. Into the corner of the box, Jalen Brown. Good passing, and the lead to Turgu right there. Sends it in, and what a save by Edwards Jr. What a save by Earl Edwards Jr. as Dover had a clear net.
Well, that was the one shot they were waiting for. Beautiful ball into the box by Turgu. He cuts it across, and there you see the diving Jordan gets his leg on it, but it's Earl Edwards Jr. with the fingertip over the crossbar. That is the save of the game so far.
Another opportunity here. Garzi. And headed away by OCB. It's been one of those nights for Rochester, trying to put it in the back of the net, and we're approaching the 73rd minute. Here's Graf as they continue to pressure. That one sent into the stands by Donovan.
Now you see it appears that Rochester have turned it up just that one more gear, putting that pressure more and more on OCB. Will they be able to absorb that pressure, or is a goal coming right now at just under 20 minutes? That's a lot of time to have to try to sit back and defend a 1-goal lead.
Ryan James in the corner.
And the flag went up. I thought that he came back from being in an offside position in time. But from our angle, the assistant referee thinks differently, and the flag went up. And this is where OCB will just take their time. They were going to be very slow.
Soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com.
And there you just saw exactly what I just said. Charles Murphy telling him to speed it up, pointing at his watch, or the next time you're going to be booked for wasting time.
So Ben pokes that into the corner. So Orlando will substitute number 77. That's Austin Martz, 5'8", 160-pounder. Played at Georgetown as an assist this season. Played in the College Cup final back in 2012 when Georgetown lost to IU, Indiana University, in that College Cup. There's a good look at De Silva.
Yeah, certainly one of the best players out there tonight for OCB. He didn't get the goal, but he certainly was the playmaker tonight in setting everything up. So another assist for him, tying the league lead. 6 assists on the season. Did a lot of work up that left-hand flank and was rewarded with setting up a goal.
So Coach Poulos keeping the fresh legs on the field. Austin Martz. Wall fall. They tried to squeeze it into Forbes, but It was denied.
Yeah, that ball just a little bit behind Kenardo Forbes.
In the air, Graff. And denied again by Seb Hines, always in the right spot. The savvy veteran from England.
Yeah, that was just a good step up there as Graff looked to have a step on Hines, and he gets down and just makes a great tackle.
Battling Jalen Brown. Crowd hoping to have something to cheer about. They thought that this game was going to be tied. Turgu set up Dover beautifully, and Dover connected with a left foot with a sliding goal attempt, and he thought this was going to be tied. And out of nowhere, Edwards Jr. got that hand up that deflected over the crossbar.
Yeah, you have to bet that that is going to be up for USL save of the week, 100%, as those are game changers there.
Yeah, Earl Edwards Jr., part of the Week 5 USL Team of the Week. He may add this week to the accolades as well. Rhinos. Joe Farrell, a very strong leg. Comes to the near side of Dover. Dover's cross deflected and alertly able to grab it as Edwards Jr.
That's a confident move by Edwards Jr. coming off of his line and seeing that deflection was taking place and knew if he didn't get to it, it'd probably go for a corner kick, so no hesitation for him to come out and grab that one and keep possession in the hands of Orlando City B.
Ryan James. Farrell. There's Turgu. Turgu very efficient passing, 83% accuracy. Forbes gets it back. Kenardo searching for that open teammate. Wanted to hit Wall Fall on his run, and here's Fall. A nice sliding tackle and break up by Connor Donovan.
That's what you need to see more happening, is someone running through those channels to give someone Kenardo Forbes when he's standing out on that flank. You have to give him options, so that's what you need, is other players to get involved off the ball and start making space out there.
Forbes cross and a header attempt there by Ryan Felix, who had his first goal, career goal last week, a game winner against Ottawa, and then made the USL Team of the Week. Rhinos dominating possession time again here in the second half. They had 61% possession advantage in the first half. And unable to connect there.
Ryan James didn't think that that ball was going to go back behind the defender of OCB, so he cut back, and you could see him in frustration think, geez, if I would have kept going down the pitch, that ball would have been sitting for me.
And there's the flag comes in. Wall Fall shaken up, took a hit to the gut as Schweitzer came up. They got a piece.
And this is the sort of opportunity that Rochester have not been getting enough of this game, is creating, making things happen as far as set pieces. As you can see, Fall trying to walk off the Charlie horse there as he took a hard knock. But these are the set piece opportunities that you want to set up. You saw OCB in that first half, maybe a little bit closer in, but not too far off in the same scenario, with a free kick to try to send some bodies forward, get that ball into the box.
Yeah, beautiful kick, but knocked away. Schweitzer sent back in the air. Graff just couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, and that one got deflected. You can see last second as Graf tried to get that ball on the frame of goal, and I believe it was Seb Hines that got in there and just deflected that one at the last second to keep it wide. Another look. It is Turgu with the ball in. It drops, and in fact, it is number 22. It is Connor Donovan with that block.
And a sensational play by Donovan. Forbes from the corner, far side of the box, Fall able to kick it out to a teammate. OCB has been tough to penetrate. Some terrific play from their defenders with Seb Hines, Connor Donovan, Timbo, Thompson. They have been tough.
Well, 10 more minutes now plus stoppage time. The question is, can they continue with this onslaught from Rochester? And that's not going to do it there. That's a long ball. That's where the frustration starts to set in. You can't just start getting away from what you've been doing. And the build-up has been good by Rochester for this night. It's just been that final third inside that box. They need to get some more bodies in there. And, of course, Edwards Jr. with a fantastic save. A block here and there has stymied the Rhinos from getting on the board so far tonight. Can OCB hold on? They're certainly not doing much offensively in this half, that's for sure. They've been defending most of it.
There's Graf. And broken up. Jules. Another substitution for Coach Lilly into the game is Antonio Correa, as he will replace Turgu. Now, Correa had the lone goal versus Orlando back on June 7th. That game ended up in a tie. Coach Lilly hoping that Correa has the answer versus OCB and Edwards Jr.
Yeah, Correa just coming on now, and that's just, get some more attacking up top for the Rhinos. They're going to throw everything at Orlando City B now in the last 8 minutes in stoppage time.
Jalen Brown shifts gears in a hurry. He has a quick step. The cross. And able to keep it in bounds is Conardo Forbes. Sends it back out front and headed away again. Jalen Brown. Dover. Looking for that seam against the OCB defense.
Yeah, and it's difficult now. A lot of white shirts in that 18-yard area.
Well, they squeeze it through to Graf. I was waiting for Jalen Brown, but it wasn't in position to strike it. And unable to hold it in bounds was Forbes.
Well, they needed that just to relieve the pressure that Rochester was putting on here.
Thompson taking his time. Terrific.
Oh, I don't think that's ever a
Yeah,
foul there.
Farrell.
I think he's made a good turn there and anticipated well. There was a little bit of contact, but I think it was Donovan coming forward more so than Farrell.
Yeah, crowd unhappy with that one. And now OCB will take their time putting this back in play. Edwards drives it way downfield. An easy play for Gomez, who outlets quickly to Ryan James. And here come the Rhinos. Nice move by Correa. James between two defenders, now bodied off, and there is the whistle.
And he's not happy with that one, and now he's run in and he's made a meal of it. Like, that's just ridiculous. That's embarrassing, I think, on him. he didn't like the initial call, and then he's run right back going to complain, and then he flops like that. That's ridiculous.
And Garzi is being warned. And Mike Garzi tried to take the ball from Yamani Jules.
So Yamani Jules is able to be very physical that first one. Then he takes just a little push, and it's, he's down for 5 minutes. A little bit of exaggeration there, but you can't have it both ways there. So a free kick here, and again, I think it is the right initial call, and for the Jules to go back into that play, that's what caused it all. He didn't have to go and do that, and he's fortunate he didn't get shown a card because of it, even though he's the one that ended up on the ground.
Yeah, good job by the officials not falling for that. Forbes puts it in and nearly sent it in. Jalen Brown darting in from the right side. The far post, that ball almost curled into the far post. Jalen Brown was in the vicinity.
Yeah, that took a deflection. Watch this one. Well, we get the ISO there, and we're not going to see the deflection, but certainly that took one little bit of a hop, but then no one from Rochester there sitting at the back post to be able to deflect that one in for the game-tying goals. So this one gets tighter and tighter now, as Orlando City B would love to be able to go back to the Sunshine State with 3 points in their back pocket and come away with something on this road trip would be positive before their homestand.
Yeah, it would also push them into the top 8, and they're coming into a 3-game homestand. This would be a terrific energizer and uplift for this team heading home for the 3-game homestand. A great way to finish a 3-game road trip. Winning at Rochester hasn't been achieved by anyone this year. 4-0-2 the Rhinos. 8-match USL unbeaten run by Rochester. On the verge of being broken by this OCB young squad. Rochester dominated time of possession in this one, and now just only a few minutes left. Plus stoppage to try to tie it up. The crowd still hollering it up. The Rhino faithful still trusting that their team can come up with the equalizer. OCB, and that should be, penalty from behind. Grabbed was Dequa by Dover. A yellow card for Jordan Dover.
Yeah, Dover gets the yellow card, but you can hear the fans on Rochester. They're upset because the official got in the way there of that one. That's Charles Murphy got in the way earlier, and that's what caused that counterattack opportunity by OCB, so left them nothing else that they could do but pull down Albert Dequa. So, and this is this would put it away for Orlando City B. A perfect opportunity, a perfect positioning here in that free kick to be able to get it up and over the wall and down back on the frame of goal. Thomas Gomez has to be positioned well here, has a wall in the right position, and we'll see if OCB can take advantage.
Danny Deacon, and the save by Tomas Gomez. Very nicely done by Gomez, the USL Golden Glove, lowest goals against average from 2016. Read that one nicely, Lee.
Yeah. Schweitzer, I don't think, got everything that he wanted on that ball, but that was positioning from Thomas Gomez.
And the crowd frustrated, hoping to see the tying goal. Again, another headed away in the box. OCB's been superb.
Yeah, they've given a great effort here. They're throwing everything, bodies in front of it, making sure they're blocking. They're doing anything and everything they can defensively to come away with this win. A fantastic effort defensively. Their fans really want their team to hold on tonight, and it would be a well-deserved victory on the defensive side of things for Orlando City if they can hold on here for the final minute and stoppage.
Correa battling. Dover, a couple of bodies down, tangled up at midfield.
Now they're calling the free kick on, it's going the way of Rochester. It looked to me really like a 50-50 collision. I think both players were going for the ball. And the training staff has come out for Rochester, and that's just frustrating Canardo Forbes. He's already up.
Ryan James will depart, as will Dequa. Dequa has been down on this turf numerous times here tonight. Continues to battle the 19-year-old who made 6 appearances with the Cameroon under-20 national team. No word on stoppage yet. Dequa will remain on the sidelines. Jalen Brown, Rochester, looking for an opportunity here to tie it. 3 minutes of stoppage, about 2.5 minutes for the Rhinos to tie this one. A good run there by Austin Martz, as that will take some time off the clock.
And they're saying it's a throw. I thought it was going to be a throw for Rochester. That's why, again, more time is coming off the clock. Orlando City B taking their time, and rightly so. If you're them, yeah, I'd be doing the exact same thing, just to try to see this one out.
Farrell trying to begin the attack, but there's a retained possession with Brown. Quickly, Forbes. Brown, the cross attempt, bodied away and out of bounds by Thompson.
A corner kick here, and again, this is one of those chances that they've had a few of these opportunities, not been able to capitalize. Can Canardo Forbes send in that perfect ball into the box and see someone in green get on the end of it?
Forbes again headed away.
Yeah, not a great ball in by him. That's just too low to the near post, and that one's defended well by Orlando City.
There's a nice long ball punched out of the box nicely by Edwards Jr. Here's a sprint for the ball. Martz, look at this speed. Can he get a shot off? Instead, Martz will dribble into the corner and wind that clock down.
Yeah, fantastic effort there. That was great to be able to knock 30 seconds off the clock. He just had more pace and more effort coming down that pitch. He knew he wasn't going to get a shot on goal, so he went right to the corner flag just to knock some more time off the clock.
And OCB
flag stays down here.
Yeah. Not making a pitch towards the goal.
I'm not sure why Albert Dequa gave the ball right back there. He was upset that no one was coming up there, but just hold on to the ball.
Could have held on to it, absolutely. Yeah, Edwards Jr. with Graff making a run towards him. And that should do it. Earl Edwards Jr. with a ball in his hands as we move over that 3 minutes of stoppage, but that should be it. Gomez trying to keep it in play as they continue the action. Could there be one last charge in the Rhinos here tonight?
Well, you can see the whole bench up for Orlando City B. Where is that whistle? And there it finally, oh, no, it's still not. It was for an injury and a foul, but this game is still not over as Orlando City B players are cramping up now. And that's got to be frustrating for Anthony Poulos, because this will just add more time onto the clock when their side thought that the whistle should have already been blown to end this match.
And Jules helped to his feet with those tree trunk legs for the 18-year-old. And he has used that to his side's advantage here tonight, coming up big. Headed away again, Seb Hines has been terrific, and that should do it. And that will ended here as OCB empties their bench to congratulate their teammates on the field. There is Earl Edwards Jr. with his 4th shutout of the season. A terrific job defensively for Coach Poulos' troops. OCB comes up with a big road victory here in Rochester, 1-0.
Welcome to the next generation at Ralph Honda.
A beautiful new showroom, a new state-of-the-art service department, and the same great service we're famous for.
We invite you to come in and visit our new next generation dealership. Come on, treat yourself to Ralph.
I may be down, but I'm not out. I may be hurt, but I'm not through. I'm just writing a better story than I planned.
Share your comeback story. Visit urmedicine.org.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through. And focus.
There's another reason I'm here.
We're gonna add one last station.
Welcome back. There's Coach Bob Lilly with his Rochester Rhinos as they lose it here 1-0 to OCB. Their 8-match USL unbeaten run snapped here tonight. And we'll take a look at some of the highlights here in this one.
Yeah, it was complete domination, really, in the majority of this game for the Rochester Rhinos. It's just in that final third around the 6-yard box that they weren't able to get what they needed. Turgu with that through ball there, and nobody at home to slot that one in. And at the other end, it's a similar type of play here as De Silva makes a great streaking run here, goes around Canardo Forbes, and then it is Timbo to slot that one in unmarked in the box, and that's where they get the break that Rochester didn't get most of this night. Look at this by De Silva. What a great move there. Comes inside on Forbes, puts it in the middle, and then Timbo, right in between the two center backs, left unmarked, is able to put that ball past Tomas Gomez for that 1-0 lead. And an otherwise, uneventful offensive flurry at all for OCB, as it was more opportunities again by the Rhinos from set pieces. Again, that was looking for a handball there, not given the call on that opportunity, but not much getting through the staunch defense of Orlando City tonight, as this was one of those good opportunities, through balls, and what a save there by Earl Edwards on the diving Jordan Dover in on that one. That will be up for save of the week, and that really did save what I think would be the 1-1 final tonight for Rochester. Again, Graff, that one was looking to go in as well, but it is Connor Donovan with the deflection there just off of his thigh. Unbelievable. Unlucky tonight for Rochester as Gomez makes that save late.
All right, we'll take a look at the final stats, the match stats. Time of possession. That's not the whole story, though.
No, it's not, but you look at the shots, and especially the shots on target and quality ones, that you go through 90 minutes and you only allow 2 shots on goal. One of them gets through for OCB. None of them do for the Rochester Rhinos.
We'll take a look at the key bank save of the game. Here it is from Gomez.
Yeah, and it is that save. He had to be positioned well there. That kick sent in, and Gomez makes a good save there to keep his club in it.
A key save of the match. Here's Excelis moment of the match.
Yeah, and it is the Timbo goal as De Silva with a fantastic move into the box, and he puts it on a platter for Timbo, and he makes no mistake in the finish.
And that was the game winner set up by De Silva to Timbo. The next game coming up is July 1st. That is next Saturday at Charlotte, 7 p.m. for the Rhinos as they travel down to Charlotte, where the Independents have opened up a new beautiful stadium. So that will be the next contest. And next home game for Rochester here at Capelli Sports Stadium will be the 8th, and that is the Hero Cup. So be here at Capelli Stadium for the 8th. The game winner right there by Timbo. OCB improves to 5-6-4. Rochester falls to 5-2-5. Their undefeated streak at home is broken, along with their 8-match USL unbeaten run. For Lee Godfrey, I'm Ari Shannock. The final score, 1-0 OCB. Have a good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.